Hello everyone. Welcome to the Hindu editorial vocabulary, reading and summary series presenting by Diction Addiction. Today's Hindu editorial title is An Alarming Diktat on Satyadev Narin Arya's Ascent. So if you see here, there are three different words. They're very important to understand the title: alarming, diktat, and ascent. The first one is alarming, means causing worry or fear. For example, alarming second wave of pandemic COVID-19 means there is a surge in the cases of COVID-19. So that's alarming. That's a fear. It's causing a worry. Or you say alarming second, new strains of pandemic COVID-19 means it's causing a worry or a fear among the public or officers. Diktat means it's a command or a dictate. For example, means it's a unilaterally asking to do work. So they'll give you order and you have to perform the work. There is no negotiation between the person who is giving or person who is performing. Just it has to be done like this. So coach asked us to, dictate us to come for practice by early morning. Means, yeah, who ordered us. So we have to mobilize it. We have to comply that. So dictate means you have to do it. There is no alternative for that. Assent means official agreement or approval. Official agreement or approval. The officers have approved or given assent to the our new proposal. Assent means approving officially means they want to work on it. So that's what that will become a law or that will become a rule or that will be getting materialized. That is called as assent. Yeah, under vocabulary, as usual, we'll dissect the article and we'll look for the possible important as well as the new words and their meaning, usage, and the pronunciation would be discussed. And the first one is portents. Portents. It means that indicate advance or foretell or forecast. Means portent means indicating something going to happen. That's what is called as a portents. Second one is perilous. Perilous journey means very dangerous, hazardous. Very dangerous or risky. It's called as perilous journey. Clamor means lot of noise and loudness. You see, clamor. So the public gathered before the government office or attracting, clamoring for attention. Clamoring means making a lot of noise. So clamoring means making a lot of noise without clear things. It's a noise and voice. Noise voice is called as clamor. Recurrent means occurring frequently. It's a recurrent problem. You see, recurrent problem means happening very frequently. That's what is called as recurrent. Theme. So means the subject or topic or matter is called as a theme. So when you go to the meeting, you ask what is the theme of the meeting. Means what we are going to discuss. That is what is called as a theme. Subject you say or idea. That is what is called as a theme. What is the theme of today's meeting? What is the theme of tomorrow's meeting? What is the theme of the gathering? It means that what is the point which is driving to meet all of us at a particular point. That is what is called as a theme. Onerous means it is a very difficult one, needs a lot of efforts to achieve. Onerous task. onerous task means you have to put your entire, your all your efforts to achieve that is called as very difficult one to perform. That's what is called onerous. Contentious, contentious issues, contentious subject, contentious, solutions means which are leading to argument or controversial. Controversial items are called as contentious. One of the contentious means what is the issue which is contentious means which is you are not going to agree with the other one, or it is leading to the argument. Controversial is called as contentious. Ostensibly, ostensibly means appear to be true but not real. Ostensibly means appears, appearing true but not really. If you go inside, it is the one which you are thinking is different, the one which is happening is different. That is called as ostensibly. And monetary means it is related to money or financial. Do you get any monetary benefits out of it? Means are you expecting any money, money related issues? Preposterous means ridiculous, no meaning, silly. That's a preposterous explanation, or preposterous. Preposterous means it is contrary to the real. Means it's away from the truth. Ridiculous, silly, or stupid is called as preposterous. Preposterous excuse, preposterous advice. Means it's not worthy to listen. It's not worthy to follow. That's what is called as a preposterous. Hark means listen carefully is called as hark. Hey, hark. Someone is listen very carefully. Listen that someone is coming now. So you are paying your 100% attention is called as hark. The next one is dissuades means sending. Dissuades, discourage to not to do something. Persuade someone not to do something is called as dissuades. Dissuades, persuades and dissuades. Dissuades means you are discouraging someone to do something is called as dissuades. Fragile means very easily broken. Easily broken, or what that is called as it's a fragile. So fragile nature of the health means they're going to suffer easily if they exposed to any kind of atmosphere. Fragile means breakable. Fragile health, fragile things, right? So fragile economy. That's how you call it. Fragile means prone to the changes easily. It cannot resist the external pressure. Right? It is going to suffer. That's what is called as a fragile. Reputation means it's an opinion on someone by it's an opinion on someone by someone based upon the previous work. That's what is a reputation. So some of the products have very good reputation in the good reputation. Means they gained a lot of trust from the customers. That's what is reputation. Trustworthy means you can believe it. You can go ahead. Trustworthy people, trustworthy market, trustworthy. That's trustworthy means you can believe 100%. That's what is trustworthy. Exodus. Exodus means a mass departure of people. Exodus is a mass departure of people from X point to the other Y point. It's called as exodus. Spur, that moving further, the things that prompts or encourage. That's what is called spur. Disperse, pay out money. Disperse money means putting a money is called as a disperse. Unleash, to be released or free. Unleash, you unleash your ideas. Unleashing means getting out of the control is called as free mind. Unleashed mind means free mind. So it can think anything. It is not conditioned. Unleashed means so it can move wherever it wants. That's what is called as unleash. Regime means now it's Kesha regime, Modi regime means the government or administration is called as a regime. Diversity means if one place where representing the different organism is called as a diversity means presence of more than one, more than 10 or 100 species living together, that's what is called as diversity. If you go to the some states, there you see a lot of diversity of plants. So India is a diversity, having a diversity in unity in diversity means we are having different color, different religion, different food habits. Everything is diverse, right? So that's what is called as diversity. And rupturing means, rupturing means break or burst all of a sudden. That's what is called rupturing. Why are rupturing tomatoes means you are rupturing the tomatoes. Rupturing the relations means you are breaking the relations all of a sudden. Insularity. Insularity means interested in prosperity of own people. You are more interested in your own people growth and development, but not really concerned about the other people. That perception is called as insularity. So 70% of job reservations in private sector is for son of soils means. So whatever 70% jobs are goes to the only local people. That's what is called insularity. Unstoppable means you can't stop or prevent. Unstoppable growth, unstoppable inflation, unstoppable petrol prices. They're not standing at one point. Just keep moving up. That's what is unstoppable. Nobody can stop it. So yeah, these are I think we discussed almost around 25 to 30 words from the today's tutorial. I hope you understand them. Now we will move to the second section called as loudspeaker, where we will read the article, the one which I like most. Haryana Governor Satyadev Narain Arya's assent to a law regulating private sector hiring portends a potentially perilous slide in India's investment climate and its socio-economic framework. The Haryana State Employment of Local Candidates Act of 2020 seeks to ensure that 74% of all jobs with gross monthly salaries up to 50,000 are provided to the state's own residents. The clamor for preserving economic activity for son of soil is a recurrent theme now. Andhra Pradesh had passed a similar law in 2019, and Madhya Pradesh CM has promised one to reserve the 70% private sector jobs. Haryana's law could face legal challenges like AP did, as it ostensibly flies in the face of Constitution, especially Article 19A(g) and Article 16(2). Operationally, the law imposes onerous and contentious responsibilities on key personnel firms in the state, including those with as few as 10 employees. There are 3 critical action points for business attached to severe monetary penalties for perceived non-compliance. They need to register every employee earning 50,000 on an official portal and employing 70% of local in such jobs, presumably by removing existing non-Arabian employees beyond the 25% limit. Most preposterous is seeking an exemption to the law. Firms can hire outsider by proving that local candidates for desired skills are not available. Apart from the power to enter firm's premises for inspections, official will decide if a firm can hire an outsider or should train local candidates instead till they become proficient enough. Even if this harks back to an inspector Raj system, the process would dissuade employees from operating in the state, thus defecting the idea of boosting local jobs when unemployment is running high. But this is not just about happening Haryana becoming a difficult place to do business. A single disruption in Gurgaon back office operation of a global firm or the supplies of auto components on account of the new law would be damaging to India's already fragile reputation as a stable, trustworthy investment destination with a talented workforce. A possible investor exodus aside, this runs counter to the Prime Minister Ek Saath Shrestha Bharat and One Nation, One Market slogans. Rising unemployment could spur more states to follow suit, and the logic could be extended to the internal capital flows next. Bihar's CM Nitish Kumar has already pointed out that Bihar deposits into the bank system are not matched by the credit disbursals in the state. It is time the center dissuades such legislation which threatens to not only unleash a sort of work visa regime for Indians within the country, but also damage crucial workplace diversity. Immobilizing a much wanted young workforce and rupturing the social fabric with this push for insularity would be the start of an unstoppable slide. So this is what is the today's Hindu editorial, where the center, they have passed the bill and approved by the governor. 75% jobs in private sectors are reserved for the locals or son of soils. So when it means that out of 100%, 100 jobs, 70% which are going to pay 50 or less than 50,000. So they have to reserve for the locals only. This is going to be very, very tough for Haryana as well as other states who are thinking to do it because of the following reasons. You see, this law seeks to ensure that 70% of all jobs with the gross monthly salary up to 50,000 are provided to the state-owned residents. Irrespective of the company, irrespective of the firm, irrespective of the nature of the firm, irrespective of the products, right? All companies, private sector, supposed to reserve the 70% of jobs to the only locals. You think of this, it is unimaginable in the current state because it's going to threaten many areas. One of the things is, if you see here, if they cannot afford to remove or recruit the Haryana people, first thing they have to do is that first they can train the local people for required skill, followed by recruitment. Recruit or train, this has to go on according to the law. But if you see threat to the social diversity in the future recruitment, I mean to say that here, if you recruit only Haryana people in the Haryana, especially private sector, that becomes monotonous and only you see majority Aryan. That is not going to represent the entire nation. It means that you need to have visa to work in other states, visa for outside state work permit. That looks ridiculous. And you see, because of this law, any firm above the 10 people, they have to report the employees details who are earning 50,000 above or 50,000 below in the portal. That if the current strength is 24% is the limit for the outsiders and 74% is limit for the locals. If the outsiders are more, then they have to be sacked. There is no mercy. So upper limit is only 24%, and you see, it is against this law is against the Prime Minister slogan, "One nation, one market." Right? So what will happen if this is going to be this is going to be implemented in the state? What will happen? First thing is that if they involve in the back office operations, then these MNCs going to move from Haryana to the other states. If other states also doing the same thing, they'll move out of the state. So that leads to ultimately it leads to the no investment and high unemployment. So anyway, this I feel that this rule anyway attracts the supreme legality from constitutional legality. They cannot fulfill that. Yeah, what happened to the AP's similar law now halted because of the case in the filed against that one. Similar things may happen to this one, but this is not going to help anybody. Instead of that, it's only pacify the locals of Haryana, but not satisfy their needs. Because of that, the future investment would be stopped, and there is no new company would be coming to the territory of Haryana. So it's actually dissuading the firms as well as the important key personnel in that private sector to start a business in the Haryana and surroundings. So this is going to help the unemployment anymore. It settles the more unemployment in the Haryana. Yeah, this is all from my side for today. And if at all you like it, give thumbs up. And if you want regular updates, just subscribe. Thank you all for your patience, and see you again with one more episode by tomorrow. Until then, bye-bye.